Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Iota. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. Now, I like to talk about Iota a lot because I can see the technology behind it. I could see it being used in real world use cases. And I'm going to share that with you now. So we see smart cities, digital IDs, global trade, IoTNet, OTA, compatible devices / vehicles, energy, agriculture. And here's the thing, it's machine to machine economy. That means one machine can pay another machine. And the thing about Iota is I could see it tied to AI very soon. So this is a brilliant use case for Iota. NFTs, just a powerhouse ecosystem. If you're not on it yet, NFT community, hop to and it shows you where to go. Now we know Iota is also tied to NFTs. We know it's going to be tied to Web3. It's going to be tied to Metaverse. Then we see this, automate machine-to-machine transactions, data transfer on IoT. Cross-border digital ID, smart cities, digital ID, global trade, IoT network, OTA, compatible devices like we talked about, energy sector. This here, I can see Tesla and Iota at some point becoming partners because of this technology. One car can talk to another car. Think about it. We know in the future you're not going to have to drive. You get in a car, you tell the car where to go, and it takes you there. That's where you could see this technology being used. A lot of people say, well, that's like in 2050. Not the way technology is moving. Technology is moving very fast. I could see a lot of this getting implemented very soon. The one thing that's kind of scary is this. AI, robotic industry, automation for increased production and safety. I think at some point or another, you're going to have human and machine working side by side. But the thing is, we see this again with AI. I believe transportation is going to be driverless. I think 18-wheel trucks at some point or another will drive themselves. We've seen that talked about recently here and there, even on the news, because they want to have a truck that can go from point A to point B without ever stopping. Think about that. Right now, say you're moving a product with a truck driver from, say, one state to another state. Say it's across the country. It has to stop multiple times so the driver can rest. With AI behind the wheel, it will never have to stop. And I could see that's where they're going with this. We see that with smart cities, things like that. Another scary thing here is this, security, AI security. So robotic police force, including drones and AI for increased safety. This is coming. I could see this coming very, very soon. Maybe 10 years. So Iota has no scalability issues due to its Tangle ledger and feeless transactions. Going to be huge for the machine-to-machine economy, as well as the fourth industrial revolution. I'm telling you, they're advancing technology so fast at this point with quantum computers and things like that. I can see, they already talked about this. With the crime rising, they're talking about a police force made up of machines at some point. I seen that talked about on the news within the past 6 months. And you could see it also in healthcare, where you scan your body with your phone and your doctor gets your results. I mean, technology is moving very fast, and Iota is the cryptocurrency that will be tied to a lot of it. So success is always with people who believe. I believe in Iota and Sooniverse. So I decided to hodl hard with these diamond hands. Illusion art soon, Iota. Bear markets are always the opportunity to fill up bags. That's the thing. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Iota. It's part of the new financial system. It's part of the ISO 222 tokens. And I think people are going to miss out. It's not talked about. It really isn't. I ask people here and there, I'll say, hey, did you ever hear of Iota? And they're like, what is Iota? Then I start telling them, even people that are in crypto, that are invested, I'll say, you should look at Iota. It's huge in technology. It's going to be very huge very soon. I think it's going to get a lot of value from ISO, but I think it's going to get continued value as technology evolves. As we start seeing AI technology being used, all of a sudden you're going to see Iota start spiking up in price when that happens. Smart cities are being talked about all the time. Even on the news, they're like, well, if we had drones that can solve crimes, things like that, or crimes in progress. Think about how many people would commit a crime if a drone was flying overhead, keeping an eye on everything. And I could see that happening. So I love the great work of the Soon Labs team and Sooniverse. I'm really looking forward to the things that are yet to come with Iota, Stardust, ShimmerNet, AssemblyNet. Iota continues to build in this bear market. It continues to advance in this bear market. When the bear market is done and we go into a utility run, the price of Iota, I couldn't even put a price on it. I don't know. I can only speculate on where the price would be. In my honest opinion, where it sits right now, I think it's 100x potential. So HBAR are the kings of the metaverse. Algo, the kings of media. Iota, the kings of tech. That's what I keep saying, technology. And we know how important technology is as we advance into the future. Things are good. At some point, I can see Apple iPhones not being the popular phones anymore based on technology. I think eventually our phones will be tied to cryptocurrency more and more as time goes on. So IM City Metaverse is the project of the future. Every IOTA-based project will rise in 2024. Join us, take your place in the Metaverse realm. And this is a pre-sale IM City Metaverse Virtual Citizen. And the thing is, you got to understand, it's going to happen before 2024, in my opinion. The price is going to move up long before 2024. So the prices you see today in this bear market, in this crypto winter, they're not going to be around much longer. I think November is going to change that quite a bit. So discover how Iota and Trademark East A enable a digital trade corridor with DLT-backed data immutability and security through the project TLIP, a practical use of the Tangle, making international trade more efficient and transparent. I can see Iota tied to XDC when we talk about trade. We know all of these ISO tokens are going to be tied to each other somehow, some way, with the new financial system coming. We know these cryptocurrencies are going to be tied together as far as transactions also. So if you're invested in the X coins, and maybe you're invested in Algo, why not invest a little bit in Iota? Because in my opinion, Iota is just a bit as big as the rest of those cryptocurrencies. So Iota, it has been seen many downturns and is here to stay. Iota is going to transform the entire crypto space. Not going to be easy to argue against feeless, scalable, secure, regulatory compliant crypto that is working with too many big tech giants with real world use cases. And I'm telling you, we are not far away for price movements on Iota to start moving up. And I think they're going to continue as technology expands, where technology becomes part of our everyday use. Think about it. You could sit at home while your AI does the work for you. That's where we're headed. You could see it going that way. You could see robotics evolving all the time. And you could see how everyone soon will have to have a digital ID to go from one country to another. You're seeing how all of these cryptocurrencies are tying to the new system. I don't like the New World Order in any way, but I think they're going to force it upon us. Why not get rich while you still can? Iota, in my opinion, will make you rich very soon. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.